cold beer, hot girls. Let's go.
I don't wanna be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. All I have to do is think of me and I peace of mind. I'm tired of looking around, who's wondering what I gotta do, or who I'm supposed to be. I don't wanna be anything other than me.
Kurt and Ryan stand just inside the front doors of Patio Lanterns High. The building looks normal. Too normal. The halls are quiet, but not empty. Distant movement, lockers closing, footsteps echoing. A bell rings. It's sharp. Both of them flinch. Kurt and Ryan make their way to the assembly room for orientation. No one acknowledges that they're older. No one acknowledges anything. The room hums with a low, polite chatter.
Did we drive here?
I don't think so, man. What's going on?
That's not funny.
I'm not joking. They look around, trying to piece together how they arrived here. Before either can say more, the bell rings again. Too soon. It's sharp, final. The chatter stops instantly. The door opens, and the principal enters the room with his nice vest. She is calm, warm, composed, the kind of authority that never raises his voice. She smiles at the room before speaking.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Patio Lanterns High. I know some of you may feel disoriented. That's normal. Big transitions can do that. She's talking like nothing happened.
That's because she's not going to say it. She's not going to tell us what happened.
Due to a review of school records, this year will be treated as a restart. Today is your first day of high school. No, we already graduated. Yes, that doesn't change where you are now.
So what does that make us?
Freshmen. There has been a lot of speculation about last year. Rumors. Stories. I want to be very clear. There were no official incidents at Patio Lanterns High. But my girlfriend came on stage and said people were murdered.
Oh.
Yes, that was said.
And the principal?
Which one? I heard the principal was murdered.
I heard our girlfriends were murdered.
And the babies. There were a lot of announcements that night.
Yeah, but the killer was Kurt's grandma.
My grandma. Trauma does strange things to memory. That's why we don't dwell on the past here.
So what are you saying? That none of that happened? That our girlfriends and babies are still alive?
None of it happened in any way that matters.
The bell rings again. Too loud, too close. The principal hands out schedules from the front of the room.
All of your classes will take place here, room 101. Attendance is mandatory. Participation is mandatory. Moving forward is mandatory. This isn't school.
Then why does it feel like we're stuck?
Welcome back, everyone. Let's try to do it right this time.
The bell rings.
Let's go.
Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten.
Lighting up our lives. Patio lanterns.
Patio lanterns.
Wow.
Season 2.
Okay.
So,
Episode 2, baby.
it's so funny. Like immediately, I just end up doing like the same voice for like both characters.
She's given Professor Jane Umbridge vibes from Harry Potter.
That's
like
what
the
I
scholar.
envisioned. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But I think anytime you envision like anytime you have a bitch teacher, that's your go-to, I think. Because
Right.
she's like kind of the top of the pyramid there. She's like an icon in that way. But yeah, that was good.
Heavy. Yeah. We're getting the boys back on track here.
Oh man, okay, good to get that out of the way. I like that's good. It's not only just good for the viewers and the listeners. They love Patio Lanterns High, as we've seen with the inbox being flooded the past couple of years, but it gets the blood flowing, the Patio Lantern, the podcasting vocals going. So now I feel ready to go. So do we want to either, I think we have two paths from now. We can either pick up the cliffhanger that you left us on last episode with the shit samples, or we go straight to Canada Shore.
Yeah, let's save the shit samples. I need to talk Canada Shore.
Okay.
The shit samples can wait. Canada Shore is time sensitive, people. For those who haven't tuned in yet, Canada Shore, filmed in our hometowns, Kelowna, British Columbia, just came out on Thursday. So I think we're filming this on Feb 2nd, which is
episode.
a Monday. Yeah, 3 episodes have come out, by Jan 29th. So we've both watched all 3, and we're going to discuss them. If anyone needs to wait to watch those episodes before listening, now's a good time
Serious
to pause
spoilers
and come back. Yeah, Kurt, first of all, set the tone. What do you think of Canada Shore, your first impressions?
Canada Shore, yeah, it had been a while. Like I never really watched Jersey Shore. I knew of it, of course, and I've seen some stuff. I think my sister watched it, so like, yeah, I kind of knew what it was all about, what they were going for. So Canada
Hold up,
Shore.
before we talk, I need to fix something here. I need to get this hat.
Yeah, what was up with the backwards hat request?
Backwards hat, yeah. If we're gonna talk Canada Shore, it has to have a backwards hat on.
Yeah.
Can't just be straight. That's
Cool.
crazy.
Yeah, Canada Shore. It's pretty much what I expected. I don't know. You sounded like you had really high expectations for Canada Shore. You're expecting some quality. It's about what I expected. I don't know. Like I've got myself wanting more. I want the rest. I don't know how many episodes there's going to be, but I want the next 6, the next 3, however many there are right now.
You're addicted, hey?
Yeah, I wanted to. It's a good break from brain rot. So
right, yeah. There's a lot of ethical questions that come up in the show. You know that, really we can really dive in here. Should we start with our ranking of people we most like to least like?
No, let's wait
episode by episode a little bit.
Let's do episode by episode a little bit. Like I have a few notes.
Yeah.
We don't have to go like super deep. It's not that deep of a show, but let's go episode by episode, kind of get a overview of what happened and what these people are like, and then we'll kind of get into our rankings. I think.
Right. Okay. So first episode, people arrive at the house. It's on Water Street in Kelowna.
Actually, before we dive in, what do you think of this existing and them picking Kelowna as well? So like a couple things happen is, of course, I did not do any of my own research because it's not fun to do that. It's more fun to come on here.
We just start blabbing.
Yeah, so like, because I feel like there's a million other places you go in the United States before you delve into Canada. So to me, it's already like, why are they doing this? Like, you just don't see that often. And then what do you think about like Kelowna? So the first note I have is Kelowna is Canada's #1 party spot, question mark? Because that's what I don't know who says that. Maybe Emmett or I don't know.
Yeah, right.
But what do you think about them going into Canada for this show, and then also Kelowna specifically?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I could do a wee bit of research here. So there have been a variety of other spin-offs from Jersey Shore, notably the Floribama Shore, located in Panama City. There's All-Star Shore, Jersey Shore Family Vacation, the Pauly D Project. Like they're going for like the
Family
American
Vacation.
Pie titles here.
yeah. Jersey Shore reunion, Shore reunion or something. Yeah.
It is amazing to think, how did they end up in Kelowna out of all the places? Like, I get if they had to pick somewhere in Canada, that Kelowna could be the place. It really could.
Like I get it in some aspects because it's got that hot climate in the summer, and then in the summer it can be kind of like trashy and party central a little bit, especially if you have like they have a house on the lake, and I guess they don't technically have a boat, but they have boat access, so you have that and you're kind of set for partying in Kelowna. But it's not like, if it did not take place in summer, it's like, no, like it's kind of sleepy. Like, you think of the limited amount of places you can go out late at night, for example, and you just think like there's not a ton going on. Because my first thought would be like, maybe like Montreal would be like, right. I'm not sure. I've never actually been there, but I'm just trying to think of what's like the best place to go out in Canada. What's the biggest party?
Yeah.
And I would think like Quebec or something.
I'd say Montreal, yeah, it would definitely have a bigger party scene, but it's not just about the party scene. Like, it's about that trash, that kind of like being trashy.
Yeah.
And you're free to do that in Kelowna for sure. Like, it has that reputation, of the rich, like the oil and gas money coming in, people's doing like the hookers and blow kind of lifestyle for the summer and then fucking off, right?
Yeah.
And that's what the other, obviously, larger cities don't really have. Like, I'm sure you could do this in Montreal or Vancouver, but it just doesn't. I agree with whoever picked Kelowna on that, because it just doesn't hit the same. Like, I think, yeah, they want people to be kind of, yeah, just like walking around in bikinis, swimsuits.
Yeah, like I guess what we're kind of finding out is there's not a lot that Canada has to offer as far as like really party central trash spots. Like, Kelowna might be it, which is saying something. Like, Vancouver doesn't have a partying really reputation. Like, they're known to be a sleepy town as far as like nightlife, and
Victoria is just not it either. Like, they're not as, what's the word I'm looking for here, Kurt? Help me out. They're a bit more. They're not as much about boats and hoes in Victoria as
trees and oceans.
Yeah,
something. Okay,
this is just the stereotype of Kelowna too. Yeah. But yeah, I get why they picked it. I don't get why they didn't really bring any Kelowna locals in.
The Prince of Kelowna.
Yeah, Dane. Do you know this dude?
No, I had heard of him. Wasn't he on like Big Brother or something?
Yeah, he was. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't. He graduated high school just a few years before us, I think. But he looks.
I thought you were gonna say like just a few years ago.
Yeah, this dude, look, he's getting. It looks like he's getting up there. He's seen some things for sure. Yeah. But yeah, they're probably going for that crossover between Big Brother, Canada Shore, all that. Prince of Kelowna
no
stuff.
Locals, but Yeah, we'll get into that later, maybe with the cast and how that all works. But okay, let's go episode by episode, maybe. So start us off.
Yeah, so episode 1, yeah, they're coming out of the airport. It's just killing me to think of all of these setups. Like, it's just Kelowna is just such a not serious place to me. And when they have like the cameras rolling for them walking out of YVR, just like, yeah, that just kills me. They got their fits on. They take their little limo ride over to the house, and yeah, they're starting to get to know each other. They're living in bunk beds at this house, waterfront, like Kurt mentioned. One thing I noticed is that they don't actually have a boat, so they dock, but they don't have any watercraft yet, which is kind of strange. Even 3 episodes in, they don't own a boat, which is
they've gone out on the tiki tours.
The tiki
they
tour.
Went in and they were making out with like the bartenders.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So episode 1,
I don't think you can trust them with a water motorcraft.
Yeah, but that's the kind of stuff that they would want, right? That's the kind of drama, like they sunk the boat.
It's too. I think it's too dangerous.
Too risky, hey? Yeah.
Who do you think? Like, I was trying to place this house, and it looks like a hell of a house. It looks like it was made for this, a big party house. But who are the lucky neighbors that get to live next door?
Yeah, no kidding. Just start screaming at them on TV.
Yeah.
Pipe her down. Yeah, that's the funny part is like on this show, they're certainly presented like they're, just on the secluded house. I'm pretty sure I know where it is. And yeah, there would be.
Where is it? Docs address.
Oh, I don't want to talk some. But I'll keep that little tidbit to myself.
Yeah. Okay.
And they would have neighbors. Like they would have other people that would get upset, and that'd be very Kelowna to get, like the cops called on them or something like that.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. First episode, they go out in the town. It's Canada Day. They're walking up and down Bernard, which was a bit of a laugh.
First spot they go out to in Kelowna, they go to Perch.
Yeah.
Well, they did it because that place always has like booked. Usually they have like half the rooftop like booked off for events. These guys look like they had the whole rooftop. Perch is like for those that don't know, it's like one of Kelowna's like only rooftop bars, and it's right downtown. It's got a great view on one side. Otherwise, you're just looking at the downtown on the other side. And they had like the whole place to themselves. They had a long dinner table set up, and they were watching the fireworks and stuff. But Perch, I've gone there a couple times, and I just check in once in a while because it's such a prime spot, and you can see the beautiful view. But it's always nothing's happening there. Like it just seems very underwhelming. And then they go there as the first spot, and I don't know. It was just weird because they're like there all by themselves. I guess they were just getting warmed up, but it was just
it's one of those places. It's like no one goes to Perch.
No one knows what it is. I don't know.
Yeah. It was
people
a restaurant
gather,
which
was on the ground.
Yeah, no one goes up top.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did they go anywhere? Where'd they go after? I don't even have a note for where they.
Well, I think they went to
that episode
in BNA that I haven't been to yet. There's apparently like a secret door.
To the Hello, Darling?
I think so. Yeah.
No, they didn't go there.
Where do you think they went?
I don't remember. I'm wondering if they went anywhere because I don't have anything written down here.
They did go out later, and that's because Ethan was hooking up with that MILF. That guy was going for all the.
Are you sure that wasn't episode 2?
I'm pretty sure episode 1, Ethan was just smacking with some mom out there.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't have that.
Ethan, I think he's the most Kelowna-like of them all.
It's funny. I have a specific note here related to episode 1. Ethan is bizarre, like an actor plunked into the show. Like he came on the screen, and I don't disagree with you. For whatever reason, I don't know what it was, but he stood out to me as like, this guy is like, he's kind of like a guy that you would see in an American Pie or like a stoner movie, or like a B party movie. So not like I think of like an A star all-star comedy movie, and you think like really. I personally think of like the original Hangover is very good, very well known, super bad, awesome. those kind of dumb, drunk, stoner movies, American Pie, whatever. But then you go into like the B tier and you kind of get into, I don't know, I think there's like Euro Trip out there, Project X maybe. And I just think Ethan, Project X, like he's kind of got this vibe and this look that fits where he's not quite like the S or A tier Jonah Hill A-cast kind of guy. He's just like this unknown actor tossed into this comedy role. I don't know what it was about him. He just felt weird, like out of place almost. But I've kind of come around a little bit. But
yeah, I think so. Just compared to all the other big personalities out there, like he just, I don't know.
Yeah, he was just like this.
He just seems like a
party bro, like a
junior
frat
B
bro.
hockey player, frat
know.
bro. That just kind of wanted to go have a good time for the weekend. But yeah, crazy things happen when you submit applications to TV shows. Am I right, Kurt? And then, episode 2. The highlight for me is that they go over to the corral, which I think is the funniest. I was really just looking for one of our boys, to be in the background, sitting at the same table that they always sat at in the corner near the bathrooms. And I didn't see anyone. I haven't seen anyone I know yet, which is kind of the part of it. But I know that I just, in my head, after watching that, a lot of guys, like the boys from back in the day, there would have been like some kind of brawl or something like that if they saw this kind of all these kind of shenanigans out there. Like
just irrationally angry,
just so mad for sure. Like that one dude, like Emmett, if he's just going like tarps off right in the bowl, like that probably wouldn't.
And flexing for people. Like he's constantly like flexing and stuff.
Especially with the TV cameras there, like that would have given some of the guys some extra confidence to go cause.
How do you think it is filmed? Because there's cameras, they get all these angles. What do you think they're carrying around, or what kind of crew do they have with them, and are they using like what kind of yay high cameras or a phone camera? How are they doing this?
Yeah, I think they probably have people that just set up shop, like a small TV crew, maybe a few different camera angles. One person a bit more mobile. It looked like they were catching a lot of just like B film, so they're just looking around.
Yeah, they mashed it together, I think, to make the night look more lively.
Yeah,
they I feel like they end up kind of doing their own thing for the most part. Like if we skip ahead a bit, like in District, I think it was in episode 3, like they have their own like upper floor area. Right. Like I feel like that's kind of how it goes, is they end up having like a roped off area at these bars. And then they kind of mingle, get some content, whatever. And then I also wonder, like, how are these other locals or tourists getting involved? Are they actors as well? Are they kind of getting paid for some of this? Are they getting encouraged? Hey, why don't you go and kiss this guy or whatever? That sort of thing. Like, how much are they encouraging the public to kind of get involved in some of these instances, or in some of them is it an actor? Like there's it's going all over the place now, but there's like a nerdy guy in episode 3 that Lila eyes up. It's like, is that, was that planned, or?
That's a good point, because the nerdy guy, it almost seemed too perfect.
He's too nerdy.
It was too nerdy. Like the camera just fully went to this door.
He's all alone.
Just sitting by himself in District.
At District nightclub.
Of all the places to fucking go.
That's with the K, folks, not CT.
Thank you. That's a very important point. I never thought about that when I watched it, but it kind of makes sense. Like she laid the groundwork before. She's looking for this nerdy kind of guy to come home with her. And
because I was like laughing, like they were just like panning the camera and all these guys are taking strays, like all these nerds are like, she's like, I just want like a normal decent guy, and is panning all these losers. And then it finally she's like, oh, what about this nerd? And it's just like this prime nerdy looking guy, and then she goes and talks to them. Let's rewind. I went ahead of ourselves a little bit. So they're at the corral. So I'm more confident now. That was the episode that Ethan is making out with the MILF, because I have it written they were at Liquid Zoo which must have been
Mm.
the other night in that episode or something. But anyways, they go to Liquid Zoo at the beginning of that episode or in the first episode or whatever. But then they're in the corral.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the corral, you're talking about like interactions with the public, and the boys would be mad and stuff. Who's the mystery girl that Lila is getting chirped at? And she says like it must be someone with bad teeth, because Lila makes a comment on the lady's teeth, but her face is all blurred out. But what do you think the mystery girl is? And again, I'm just wondering how much is real and what is that just another actor that they hired and to start some drama?
Right. Yeah, it's hard to know how deep this all goes. Right.
Yeah.
It's all going back to the Chamber of Commerce, just like I talked about. They're going to highlight all these different Kelowna businesses, the fruit stand, the tiki boat, districts, right? Like they're just trying to make this kind of like Kelowna playlist, or not playlist, like destination list. Canada Shore fans come to town, they're going to hit all these things. You know, they're going to try and make out with the tiki boat captain.
I think so. That's exactly what it
at the corral. You know, like how deep is it? And
it looks like they're going to Red Bird next episode.
Yeah. Right.
It totally just plays like a tourist Kelowna video, and I'm just wondering, is this a good or bad thing for Kelowna?
Well, you were going on about how did Kelowna get selected? Like, did the marketing department at the city of Kelowna just put this all together? Like, people have to make bids on this to happen. Like, maybe it was going to happen, and somewhere in the Great Lakes in Ontario, and then like, no, I actually really want this, you guys. Maybe Penticton bid on it. I don't know. It could have happened at Penticton.
That would have been too small.
Enough drama.
Long shot.
I don't think. I like to not think that the woman yelling at Lila was a plant. I just feel like that's very likely to have happened. The way that they were just taking up so much space in the crowd, that someone from Kelowna just would.
It's more fun that way. And I mean, it could be a tourist, like, because now it's peak summer. I think it's like July when they're filming, and like I thought they say actually that they're only together for a month. I thought it was like the whole summer, but I think they went 1 month.
It's super fast, and time's gonna rip by. One thing I thought about is that none of them dress like they're from Kelowna. The thing. There's like they all stick out like.
No, and I wrote down like, do you think they pick their own outfits? They all have like the ladies are dressed so trashy. The guys, I mean, they guess they dress trashy too, but they're different kind. Like Bauer and Emmett are just tarps off all the time. Emmett's got some weird hats going on. Ethan wears like hockey jerseys or something.
Dude, so many points to pull there. I have a note that they dressed like 2009 Kelowna going to Center of Gravity, and that just doesn't exist anymore. Right. Like they saw the highlights from Center of Gravity back in the day, and they're like, okay, we're gonna base our outfits all around this, and like no one. I don't see women walking around like like that in the middle of July. No, guys aren't like, looking that douchey at all. And let's talk about Emmett's hats for a second. Like, what's going on with my bald brother's hats? Like, you can't just wear something normal. Like, I don't know what to even describe these leopard print hats as. I've never seen this before in my life.
I don't know. That's how you get on these shows, I guess. You got to just stick out, and that's what Emmett's doing there with the weird hats, and just they're all kind of weird in that way. Isaiah. We'll get to the we'll get to the characters a bit more, but Isaiah, I just wrote down at least after episode 1, he kind of has a Warwick energy to him. What do you think about that?
Like, he's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, he's kind of like chiller. He's just got this mad chiller, distinct style. He's just like smiling and laughing and just starting shit. Right. I don't know. That's what I wrote down in episode 1. I have some more thoughts on him later. In episode 2, so they bring in Snooki from Jersey Shore, and she's the boss. She's the boss of the Prince of Kelowna, I guess, who's there.
What's up, bitches?
And the reaction is insane when she's calling, and they're like absolutely freaking out. They're crying, they're jumping up and down, like it's Snooki, like they're hugging and kissing and stuff. I'm like, oh my god.
There's just not a lot going on in that house, and I think they gotta make the most of it. You gotta ask yourself, how much cash are they paying Snooki for this little appearance? Like, she probably still doesn't have a goddamn clue where Kelowna is on the map.
Yeah, and then so yeah, she hasn't arrived on scene yet, right? So she's coming in. It looks like next episode as well.
I feel like they're gonna continue
teasing us
to like tease Snooki's arrival, maybe until like the last episode.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, she's just been video calling them, been a bit of a mentor for the house gang. Episode 3, how about? So episode 3 was the worst, I thought, by far. I thought it was very slow. It was just the basic ass drama again. Like Emmett and Riley have this, they've been like kind of hooking up,
Riley,
if you can call it that, making out and stuff. And just like, I mean, to an extent, all the characters have this going on where they're like mad at each other, kissy, huggy, cuddly, mad at each other and stuff. These two are like maybe the worst at it, and that's how this episode starts. And then Emmett gets some grade A advice from Snooki about how to handle these sorts of things, and like sits down Riley and totally fumbles it and like makes it like super convoluted and awkward. And then
I love it. He's like, do you know what I'm saying? And she's like, no.
And he's just like, he's always pretty much in a good mood, and he's just like, haha, like, you don't, and he's all happy and stuff, but he's bummed. But what did you think? So this is where they go to work. So some of these episodes they have to do some work. So they did the rib fest, right? And they did the fruit stand, right?
Yeah.
And then in this one, they go to take some MILFs out on the yacht. What did you think of the guys firing the girls when they were out there? Get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, it probably made for better. I thought that was kind of funny. They obviously didn't like that, but
it was a good call. I think
it was like, probably the right
that's
call
what you got to do
for the boat. Yeah,
and then they had a blast out there with these ladies.
Yeah, no disagreement there. I mean, they had Emmy on the ship too, and she's probably like my least favorite character. So I mean, if I was going on that ship, I wouldn't want to be.
She was with Kiera, I think. Kiera was there, and Emmy was the other one. Okay, get out of here. That was a good call. I didn't realize they had the power to do that at first, so they're like, yeah, let's do it.
They got to make some drama when there isn't any. I thought episode 3 was a little slow. So Curdy boy.
Well, they go to District Nightclub on this one.
This is where that nerd makeout session happened.
Do they make out? I don't think they do.
I thought they were. Yeah, I thought they were swapping spit.
Maybe. Okay. At District, Isaiah wears a turtleneck in the club.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Summer.
Right.
I thought that was insane. Looking back, I actually think one of his better fits, probably, like, he looked sharp. I'm just like, oh my God, I would be
he has
dying,
no idea
boiling.
where he's going into.
Boiling, yeah. So he's wearing full-on black turtleneck in the club in July in Kelowna. I was like, oh God.
I wish some of those old Kelowna bars would have been around for this. Like, of course, Roses.
I was waiting for them to hit the Gator.
Levels. Dude, I really fucking hope they do not go to the Gator. I do not want them to ruin that bar at all.
No, I don't.
I'd be personally upset. That's the one place I don't want them to go.
Do you think they're gonna go to B&A? I haven't seen. You claim they went to Hello Darlin'. I haven't seen them.
No, you might have been right that I was thinking Hello Darlin' was the country floor of Liquid Zoo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did not go in that building, and I haven't seen any promotions for B&A. I saw the Red Bird stuff. So
well, we'll the Nixon group for the last few episodes and just hit the town like we talked about.
Yeah. Okay. Do we do
turtleneck in District? Oh my God! Yeah, what were they thinking? It would have been funny having this show when the Hells Angels run the bar scene in Kelowna, right?
Yeah.
I was talking about this with a couple other local Kelowna boys, and yeah, there's a certain level of like, when this gang runs these bars, it's like there's a certain level of you're not gonna fuck around and find out. Like say you're going out at Roses, like that you're not gonna your level of shit that you're gonna cause has to be capped at some point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, having a big TV crew in there and a bunch of like HA guys hanging around or something like that just would have been just a deadly combo. Like maybe a little count or something like that.
They're not. Yeah, I don't know. They're not really doing much. Ethan's out there macking with lots of chicks. They're taking their shirts off on the bowl, but they're not. Yeah, they got into some stuff at the corral, I guess, but they're not. There's not a lot going on. Like, there's not a lot of drama except amongst themselves when they're at these places, it seems like. Which doesn't surprise me because, again, like Kelowna doesn't have that crazy night scene, even in the summer. Not at the clubs. And they're going to the rosé party later, I think, right? We'll see what happens there.
Right. Okay. So let's get to our rankings for Canada Shore. Most to least want to have a beer with this person. So who's the person you'd most want to have a beer with?
So I didn't actually do it necessarily that way, although I think it still applies. Like I wrote these down like the other day. I mean, after episode 3 or something. And it was just kind of like most to least. And I broke out girls and guys though.
Okay. Yeah, I can split that.
What do you want me to start with?
Give me with the ladies ranking first.
Okay, so and with some of these names, girls and guys, like a little bit flexible. Like the top and bottom groups are like set, but like you can kind of get interchangeable because to be honest, there's some characters in here that they really haven't done anything. Like they're kind of just around. So with the girls, I have Kiera at the top, Lila second, although she's trouble. Giselle.
Yeah, you like a little trouble.
Giselle is third, but she's one of them characters that really hasn't done anything. She's just there. So I could. That's
what I like the most about her.
Yeah. So I could flip her either way. Riley is second last. Like that shit with her and Emmett is annoying. And then obviously you gotta have Emmy at the bottom, by far the worst lady.
So annoying.
She's like 5 minutes into like the first episode and she's in love with Bauer and causing trouble.
Yeah. I like how I also respect that she just came in on a mission to just stir some shit and like right out of the get-go. Like I don't
even know if that was her mission. Like she just came
it seems like it.
Had a big crush on the first guy and instantly jealous and of anyone and just mad and bitchy.
Yeah, good ranking. I think I'm pretty close to you, but from most to least want to have a beer with, I'd say, Kiera at the top, agree. Giselle, she hasn't done anything, so really she's my number 2, which is fair. Pretty good, pretty solid. And then I got Riley, followed by Lila, followed by Emmy. So I think my Lila.
Oh, I thought you liked Lila.
Lower. Yeah, she just sounds like she's smoking like 3 packs a day, and I don't know if they just don't show that, but I've been just like, there's something about that voice that's just like, oh God, it would be really, really hard to sit down with that for a long time.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then my lads ranking, I think for most at least want to have a beer with, I got Bauer, and then Ethan, Isaiah, and then Emmett, and then Chris. Kind of again interchangeable at the bottom and top, really, but I'd say pretty confident Chris and Emmett are at the bottom there, and that I'd say Bauer, Ethan, Isaiah probably closer to the top.
I have Emmett at the top.
Really?
He's my favorite. He's probably got some distance too. I think he's like the best. He's probably the best character. Maybe he reminds me of you so much with his similar
Yeah,
hairstyle.
we're all the same to you.
But
I
he's
get
kind
it.
of like they're all kind of idiots, but I don't know. He's kind of got that golden retriever energy, and he seems to always be in a good mood.
Mm,
I like Emmett. Bauer has gone up. He's second. He's gone up because he kind of just looks like Matthew Kachuk, and I did not like that. But he seems like kind of like a himbo, I guess. But he seems cool enough. Like he's just a stupid dude, but he seems kind of cool. Ethan is next. I'm not really sure what to think of Ethan, so he's right in the middle. Isaiah started low and he's still low, but he's another guy. He's the guy version of Giselle where he just hasn't.
right.
He's just been around, and he's
Kind of a
actually
neutral.
yeah, he's kind of neutral, and he's kind of slowly climbing for me because I can kind of appreciate it because now he seems like he's just kind of enjoying himself, laughing at all the drama, watching it all happen,
Mhm.
shit stirring once in a while. So I could see him climbing a little bit. We'll see how that goes. And then it's not close for me again. Chris is by far the worst. He is I mean, yeah, he is very annoying. Because he's always complaining and
Mhm.
then he was starting shit. What with Lila trying to sleep in Ethan's bed in the last episode, and
Yeah, he
and
wasn't happy.
he was there on the tiki bar. He's like, hey, like he's just always starting shit or complaining. So he's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, probably most annoying. How would you take it if he moved your suitcase and took the nice bed?
Oh, there you go, annoying too. Yeah, very
Mm.
annoying.
Mhm,
I see
mhm.
Emmett just took it. He looked the other way. Better man. So yeah. Chris, yeah. Bad.
Yeah,
Definitely the worst.
okay, favorite couple so far? Are you shipping anyone
Uh,
here, Kurt?
I mean, can you really call them that? Yeah, who do we got? Ethan and Lila, Kiera and Bauer, Emmy and Bauer,
Right.
Giselle and Isaiah, Riley and Emmett. Chris, I kind of feel bad for Chris, and this is what I thought. Like, he doesn't have anyone,
Mhm.
right? He kind of gets stuck here in a shitty spot. So,
Justice for Chris.
Chris is just alone. Is there everyone else has somebody? Yeah, because Emmy and Kiera. I guess you could put them both with Bauer in a way. I would go with. I don't know. I guess Kiera and Bauer, but they're also kind of boring in a way. Like there's not a lot of drama. You need to include Emmy in there, I think, to get
Sure. Yeah.
if to be fair, I think you have to do Kiera, Emmy, and Bauer for the fun.
Mhm.
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think yeah, they make the most sense, Karen Bauer for sure. I seeing Ethan and Lila it would just be comical to me because they kind
That's
of
a weird
they kind
one.
of just deserve each other in a weird way. But yeah, it would
What do
be
you think?
fun.
In the first episode, everyone was into Bauer, and Lila especially was into Bauer.
Hmm.
And then immediately got the ick, as you would say, when he's talking about getting a boner for all the dumbbells and the gym they have there at the house.
Huh.
So there were a few girls after Bauer initially, but didn't like
He's
the
a good-looking
passion for
lad, sure.
weightlifting.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Yeah. So, do we continue watching the rest of Canada Shore? I feel like I am personally kind of hooked, kind of invested now, just to see what happens to the rest of my hometown.
Yeah, what
Like
the hell
without,
kind of question is that? Like we're not, you know me, I'm not watching 3 episodes and then stopping. So you were thinking about quitting after 1 episode.
yeah, it was hard. I can't watch them all in one go. That's for sure. It has to be like one at a time, and then I have to go stand by some water.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I just don't know how many
Yeah.
episodes there are going to be, but I
Mm.
definitely want to continue watching. It's kind of fun. Like this is the kind of show that your significant other might drag you into, or it might just be on, and then you're like, you might be like, "Oh, are you watching this stupid crap again?" And then you're kind of like, peeking around the door, like, or you just kind of get invested because it's on. You're like, oh yeah. So, but now I'm just in it on my own, and I don't know. So for next episode, we'll have two more episodes, I guess, to discuss. Right? Well, this week and then the next week's episode of Canada Shore.
Yeah, hell yeah,
So-
brother. Stay tuned. And speaking of reality TV shows, Kurt, is there any update on your Trader application?
Yeah, it's a good question. I've been wondering the same thing. There has been no update. No one's reached out, and I'm wondering, should I be redirecting myself to season 2 of Canada Shore?
Well, yeah,
was
I think
wondering-
you do good in there. They kind of need like an Unk kind of figure, and I think you could fill that role for sure.
Because I was saying, I wrote down episode 1. Do we need a straight man character like a Jim Halpert or a Kurt or a
Right.
Ryan thrown into this situation just to see how they react? Like, I was like imagining myself, because they all showed up to the house at different times in episode 1. And I just imagine, how would I be? I'd be so freaking awkward. I'd be so uncomfortable. I can't imagine being anywhere near like these characters, like in terms of reaction of meeting each other, getting into the house. It's so hard to imagine plunking myself into that situation, but it's also
You couldn't take it
hilarious to think
serious
about.
is the thing. You could, like, if someone was just screaming, like, you'd probably start like laughing or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Like it'd be hard to take all that drama seriously. It is a good point to think about, like, if they just had a normal person just like who's there just to barbecue and have a couple casuals on the side, like what would that
But I
look
guess
like?
that's kind of what they do sometimes when they do with their little excursions, I guess.
Right.
But I don't know, like, because now, I don't know. It would be kind of interesting. I'm not sure how that would play overall. So we talked about none of them being locals from Kelowna. Like, what do you think? Like, again, like, do you think some of them have like acting backgrounds, or are they just, it looked like Ethan was making viral videos of him partying.
Yeah.
I like, where do all these people really come from and like get into this? Do you think?
Yeah.
They're all kind of, like you said, you never see anyone dressed like Emmett or wear those hats. Like, where are these people coming from?
Yeah. Fucking from around Canada, apparently. Got the Maritimes. I think Emmett's from Vancouver. The rest of them were from like
Vancouver.
Ontario.
I've never seen Emmett in
Prairies.
Vancouver.
Yeah, I haven't seen him there either. Yeah, I haven't seen that fucking hat before. That's for
Hours
sure.
from Saskatchewan, I think.
Yeah, that tracks.
Lila, Ontario. Ethan, Ontario.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just kind of submit this application and they just put it all together. I don't know, dude.
And
I think they could have used a Kelowna person in there, or just like if they had all Kelowna people, I think it would have been funnier almost, because there's just like to really capture the personality of Kelowna. I think that would have been a hit.
all
the
Kelowna.
thing-
I don't know if you throw in one person from Kelowna, like, I've already done all this, or I've
That's the
been
thing,
here.
is they want the novelty of all these
People
experiences.
recognize you. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, you a Sean the Nuts, Tommy? Get over here. Like there. Yeah. Imagine if one of our friends was in that. Like, we'd all just be showing up at the places that they were texting us to go to, or something like that.
Do you think they film nearly 24/7, or do they only film a couple days a week?
I think
or
they got
something?
cameras going on at 24/7. Yeah.
You think
just
so?
to
Like, you
capture
think they
anything.
stay in that house 7 days a week and they're filming pretty much the whole time? Who do you
Mhm.
think like cleans the house?
Yeah,
like-
they gotta get some maids in there. Or
Yeah, I'm thinking they don't keep
people
it
going
all
to the
clean.
grocery store.
Yeah, the groceries and stuff. Yeah, somebody's getting them
Mhm.
groceries.
Yeah. So pretty good, nice holiday, really.
Yeah. Okay.
They haven't said the phrase "gym tan laundry" yet.
Yeah, they did mention grenade, which Snooki laughed at a little bit. I don't know a lot of the slang from Jersey Shore, but they have not said gym tan laundry. I heard grenade. I'm not sure what else is out there.
What's grenade mean?
It's like I don't know. There's no delicate way to say this. It's like an ugly an ugly friend that you jump on, I think, at the club, like kind of way, like to either as a favor to your buddy that's like hooking up with a girl, and you take the ugly friend, or just like a less desirable person in general. So Ethan was like, I think the context was that Ethan was like macking a grenade because it was just like this maybe below average looking woman at the time. I don't even think it had to do with a friend or situation, but
Okay.
yeah, you're kind of just, I thought it was maybe you're kind of like taking one for a team, for the team, but I think in this context it was more you're just taking one. You're just taking one.
Just because you can.
Yeah, I mean Ethan's horny, man. He is so horny. What is it? Like I said, they all have the intro. They do the Canada Shore intro, and they all say something stupid. And what is Ethan's like? I like hot chicks and beer, or I like to party and beer, or something. Let's go.
Yeah, that was great. That fired me up. Good to see.
Yeah, they're all horny. They're also have any of them actually explicitly hooked up on the show? Like they've
I don't know.
not really. Not that we know of. Like they've just kind of been making out. They've gone into the jungle room, as they call it, the private bedroom, and done some kissing and cuddling. That's what they claim, but we haven't seen or had them admit to like actually hooking up with one another.
Yes, very important. Very important.
Yeah, I can't wait for episode 4.
Yeah, I've never watched reality TV before, so it's a fun kind of foray into that genre.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to Canada Shore, the Canada Shore podcast here, Patio Lanterns, where we only talk about Canada Shore or Patio Lanterns High.
Or one more thing that we can be talking about for quite a while, because the release date isn't until March 18th, 2028. But finally, Fast X Part 2, aka Fast Forever. Finally, Vin Diesel and Universal Studios announces a release date for the much anticipated sequel to the 2-part finale to the Fast and Furious franchise. And yes, I checked. I believe Fast X Part 1 came out in 2023, I think. So it'll be a 5-year gap. And I didn't check it, but I believe it's the longest gap between movies, which is insane to me, because this is the only one that's actually a 2-parter and ended on a stupid ass cliffhanger at the Hoover Dam. And now it's 5 years. They haven't even started. I don't even think they started filming this.
No,
like
baby Dom's gonna be a fucking teenager by this point.
Well, that's what they said. They're gonna have to recast that damn baby. It's gonna be 15. I mean, Vin Diesel is 58 right now, so he's going to be 60 years old in that one.
Becoming a father. Yeah,
it's insane. Like, oh, they totally fumbled. I don't know who's at fault. I made a comment from the Patio Lanterns account. I can't help it, but I made a comment on Vin's post or whatever, and somebody said, it's not Vin Diesel's fault, it's Universal Studios. And like, buddy, like it's they're all involved. Like they knew it was going to be a 2-parter. How do you start? Because I don't even know if they have a script for the second one. And how do you produce the first part of a 2-parter without even having the script for the second half yet? It's just insane. Can you imagine waiting? Like, I don't know how much is I'm not sure how long the wait was between the last 2 Mission Impossible movies, but then also like I'm thinking like Avengers when they did Infinity War and Endgame. I think that was only a year or 2 in between, but like 5 years.
But they're just gonna bang out the script, just like you bang out the script for Patio Lanterns High. Like it's just gonna be what it is.
I know. I mean, it's already too late though. That's the thing. Like it should be out. It probably should have come out like last year. And so even if they banged out the script today, well, just to shoot and film it. It's just like I saw recently that Severance season 3 was going to start filming in July. What do you mean start filming in July? How is it already done? It's already been like 2 years since the last season.
I think, the part that disrupts me is the cadence. Like maybe if it was normally every 3 years or 4 years between movies, I'd be okay with it. But they seem to do like 4 years between movies and then back-to-back releases, like one a year.
You talking Fast and Furious?
Yeah, Fast. Yeah.
Well, Yeah, no, for me it's just the fact that it's a two-parter.
Mm,
They had this set up as a bang bang. We're gonna release part one,
yeah.
big cliffhanger, and then part two's coming right after it. And no, instead it's no, we're gonna make you wait extra long for part two.
Oh
It's
my
just so
god.
so dumb. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to do more research, but like, how long was the gap between the Deathly Hollows part one and part two, or
I felt like that
was it
one was way more
Mockingjay?
manageable. Like they
Well, they
could have,
had a book, I guess,
yeah, they had that to go on.
but
But that one I
he,
think was only a year or two apart.
which is how it should be for a
Mhm.
two-parter like that. Otherwise, it
Mhm.
just make a like it took longer than a normal sequel. That's what I'm saying. Like this isn't just Fast 11, and even if it was Fast 11, it's still longer than all the other ones. What the hell?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
classic. Stay tuned.
Vin
Stay tuned for
Diesel.
more fast bullshit.
Yeah.
The only other I think I might have to keep my stool sample piece for next episode. I want to make sure to talk about Lily Allen's recent breakup album, West End Girl. While it's
Recent.
still, yeah, me and Kurt have different ideas of what recent is, but if I went another 2 weeks, it'd just be too long. So,
Yeah.
Kurt, did you listen to the whole album?
I did, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, would encourage listeners to give it a listen. It's about the painful dissolution of her marriage to actor David Harbour. I think that dude was in Stranger
Oh,
Things.
yeah, okay, okay, yeah. I watched him
Mhm.
in Stranger Things seasons 5 finale that also
Yes,
came out recently.
right. Okay, congrats on that. And so yeah, West End Girl. It's just a whole lyrical composition. Like you kind of have to listen to it from start to finish all in one go. I feel like it's the how do I phrase this? It's like the kind of breakup album everyone wishes they could do when they get burned in a relationship. Like just to be like kind of fun, kind of like catty, kind of like just really burning this guy down at the same time. And yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. I like seeing it. I'm sure she really enjoyed making the album and felt kind of original, just doing it all from start to finish. But also kind of just keeps on going with a lot of albums that are about how men are trash. Like it's this idea
There's a
that
lot of that
there's
out
just
there.
so much of that. Like Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor
She's big
Swift,
on
kind
that,
of
yeah, yeah.
ironically does that now, and yeah, it's just it just recenters men in their lives when they do a whole album about how trash their ex-partner is.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way. So do we know Lily Allen, or did you just like the
Yeah,
album?
I knew Liliane before. She was featured in a couple good songs from the 2000s. I got to pull up her Spotify. It's probably just gonna be all West End Girl right now, but I feel like there was a couple bangers that I liked back in the day.
Is there
Like, do
additional
you remember that
content?
song, 5 o'clock in the morning? Conversations got boring. Said you're going to bed soon. So I snuck up to your bedroom.
I don't know. I don't know.
Right, yeah, that's her. Good,
Okay.
good stuff. I think her biggest song is "Smile," which you might have heard.
That's a
Uh,
cool cracker.
yeah, and "Somewhere Only We Know" featured in "How I Met Your Mother."
No,
Hmm,
I'd have to
okay.
hear. Maybe I know it.
Okay.
I know
So
the
yeah, a
show.
couple. Yeah, great show. Great show. Didn't age as well, to be honest, but still a good 2000s show.
Much of
And
her blending.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
no, I just Lily Allen. So you like the album. You like the album and the content of the album and all that. But there's not additional context I'm missing. I'm wondering, do I know this person or does she have
No,
a
there's no additional
okay?
context. As you gather from the songs, I'm sure her former partner, yeah, cheated on her in what she thought was the dojo, but it was just
Oh,
a sex dungeon, pretty much. Yeah, so there's just a lot of that kind of stuff, and it's dragging other people that were involved in the mud, and yeah, I'm sure it was a great feeling for her.
yeah. What genre would you say it is? Like indie or pop or
Yeah, I guess it's indie pop. Is breakup music its own genre?
no? I don't know what you would call that, either a subgenre or a class or a.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be genre though.
Right.
Yeah, I also listened to this album recently, like a month ago or whenever it was that you sent it. When was that?
Recently. That's probably last month.
Well, yeah, it's February 2nd right now.
Yeah, it's probably about a
But
month
it
ago.
does seem like I forgot about that. That was a while ago. And I don't know, like I'm hit and miss on that type of music. It was not what I expected, and I didn't have anything to go off of other than like her name and the fact that you were sending it to me. And somehow it was not what I expected, because it was kind of weirder than I thought maybe. And I did end up listening to it all, mostly like I don't know if it was in one sitting or just one day, but I just had it on and I was going through it, and yeah, I don't know. It was okay, I guess.
Yeah, do you
kind of
think if you got cheated on like that you would create a piece of art, something similar? Like you had a happy marriage,
not necessarily
and
music.
she blew it up, and then you just went to town.
So like I would create art, but not necessarily music.
Yeah.
I just don't think I'm artistically talented enough, so probably not. But if I was like a musician or an artist, sure. I mean, it's a great inspiration. Heartbreaker, stuff like that. Despair, love, attraction.
Oh,
yeah. All life is sex, Ryan.
dude. Whoa. You said it. All right. Anything else we're going over this app?
No, I mean it's been a long one. I mean, I could spend a whole hour talking about Silent Hill. I did complete Silent Hill 2. I won't get into it because we don't have time, but I did end up having to hop back on my Twitch stream just to blab about it, just talking into the camera. I just had to hear diary at all, because it's just been on my mind rent free for a couple weeks now. But what an experience! But the shit stool, the sample, I was thinking about that. I was like, didn't we already go through this? Like, you're always sending your feces off to labs. Like, I swear you did that a few years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious as to what keeps popping up here.
Yeah, we've got a team of scientists working on my biology.
Yeah.
Top men, Kurt.
Cool.
Top men.
We'll have to find out next time about that, and we'll check in on Canada Shore. Looking forward to it. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Bye.
I remember not too long ago, we were counting stars and the summer nights never turning cold. The season came and went like snow. Monday, Tuesday, I wonder where these days went. Wednesday, Thursday, time keeps steady racing. Friday, chasing paycheck after paycheck as we gave in. The sunset took our place again. Don't you miss those days when we didn't worry about anything? Cause shit, I miss those days when we didn't worry about anything. But now those days are gone. I reminisce about the nights that are long and filled with bliss. I see your face, so many things I miss, and it seems like yesterday when we were kids. But now those days are gone. But now those days are gone.